Hey, this is Blind Fox. Welcome at the second part of the Day 7 or Menu 7 SANDF review. Before we get started with this review, if you want to subscribe to the channel, please push that little button on the bottom right hand side of the screen. If you want to donate some money, you can go and buy me some vouchers at MREmountain.com. My email address is on the About tab of my channel. I will most likely want to do some international rations at some time, and I will use MREmountain.com to buy them at, because they also have US rations. If you want to become a permanent donator to this channel, you can go and support my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. I also have a Twitter page, so go and follow me there. So let's get started with this review. You can see there the little menu. It suggests either the 300 or the 200 gram main plus the 150 gram starch for the main, and then you can also use the tea or the coffee or the creamer and stuff and the gum. So I'm going to do that for the lunch, and you can see they also have suggestions for dinner, and they suggest a larger meal at dinner with the soup or the snack together with a 200 or 300 gram meal and a starch. So I'll do the larger meal for dinner. Breakfast as well, which we had on the previous video. And then they just list the snacks and stuff you can use as accessories. They normally have a little message on the end of the menu. So let's go do lunch. Welcome at lunch. We are going to have the 200 grams chicken a la king, 150 grams samp, the orange isotonic drink, the fruit rolls, some rooibos tea, and there is some sugar, coffee creamer, salt, and chutney we might use, and there is some gum. Let's quickly check this out. The chicken a la king, it's 200 grams. It's got its preparation instructions at the back. It has got tear notches. It's nice and pliable. You can feel there is some big pieces of presumably chicken in there. The samp is in a sheet-like form. It's quite stiff to move it about. Samp is corn that is dried corn that is cooked. It's put into water for a bit and then cooked. It's eaten as an accompaniment to a saucy dish. It's normally white, and you eat it for lunch or dinner. You can see the tea comes in a little sealable bag, which is nice. You don't know what type of tea that is. All that we know is rooibos. Rooibos is indigenous to the Western Cape and some parts of the Eastern Cape. It's in the Fynbos region. It's a bush type of plant. They use both the leaves and the stems of the plant. The tea has got a reddish brownish color when the water is added, and the leaves also has a reddish brownish color. I did a comparison of a black tea and rooibos tea video on my channel, so just go and look there. I'll add some hot water later. This is a cup of water. I just put it in the bottle because it's easier to mix. The isotonic drink does not have tear notches. This have a definite orangey, cool drinky smell. You can see the powder is lightly orange. You get a definitely orange cool drink smell there, and you can see the isotonic drink is orange. I'll just go and put water in here and mix this, and then I'll be back. You can see the reddish brown color of the tea. The fruit rolls also doesn't have tail notches. You can see there's 2 fruit rolls in there. It's got a reddish color. This is artificial dye. The color doesn't depend on the fruit that's in here. The fruit depends on the season of the year when this thing is made. Different companies use different types of artificial coloring. You can see it's minced fruit in there. This tastes like mostly peach and pear. There's not a lot of apricot in, if any. It doesn't have that musty smell that these sometimes have. The sugar coating the outside makes it very sweet. It's also, I think, sugar mixed in with the fruit. This is very sweet. Tastes more peachy than apricotty. There's some pear in here. You get 2 of them. Each of them weighs 32 grams. You can see the tea has darkened a bit. It has a very mild herby flavor, a very mild tea flavor. It's still too really, it must still get a bit stronger, so I'll be back. Okay, the food is quite nice heated up. The samp is much more pliable than it was before I heated it. It's quite warm. It's quite easy to open this. Let's just put it a bit further away from the camera. You can see there is some samp there. Let's just zoom in. You can see there is samp there. This is old SADF cutlery. I don't know if the new ones looks the same. You can see the little individual maize grains or corn grains. This is not sweet corn. You can see it's white. It's normal corn. It's just totally dry, and then you just soak it in water, as I said, and boil it for quite a time. This is not really flavored. There's just some salt added. You do not want this flavored. This is sort of just as a base to a food. Okay, this is the chicken a la king. You can see there's this one open better. You can see there's chicken in there. There's some vegetables in there. Let's just zoom in. I'll see. Right, you can see there's some chicken pieces. There's some carrots there. You can see it's a real chicken piece. Right, the chicken is a bit dry, but there is some sauce with it, so it helps a bit. The carrots and the potatoes is nice and soft. It doesn't really have a extraordinarily, it just tastes like, it's not very spicy or herby. It might need some more herbs. Let's try some samp. The samp itself helps with the dryness of the dish. The samp is nice and juicy. The sauce in the dish also helps the chicken a bit. It's still very dry chicken. It would be nice if the chicken was a bit finer, then it wouldn't be so dry. It just tastes like chicken in a creamy based sauce. Let's check out the tea now. You can see it's nice and darker now. It's got a bit stronger flavor, but still not, it's not bitter as normal black tea. And just for interest's sake, rooibos doesn't contain any caffeine. It's a nice light herby taste. You can still see the reddish color to the tea. Here, this is the orange isotonic drink. This is very sweet. It tastes a lot like Kool-Aid or Jingo Pop. It's got almost the same, it's a very similar in taste to rehydration fluid. It's very, very sweet. You get the artificial orangey taste. There's a lot of sugar in here, or artificial sugars as well. It is a nice cool drinky taste. I'm not going to use the chutney. I'm also not going to use the sugar and the creamer. I don't like them in my tea. And I'm not going to use the salt. I think this dish is salty enough. This is Hal's Stimmerol. This is extremely strong. People don't often like this. It's very, very eucalyptusy, menthol flavor. It really spoils your appetite for a bit because it really takes over your mouth. It clears all your sinuses. It's very, very strong. So, and I still want to finish this. This is just normal white little Stimmerol bricks. So that was lunch. Well, Rooibos isn't as strong a tea as black tea. It's a nice light flavor. The isotonic drink was nice, and the chicken a la king was nice. I never had it with SANDF before. Normally you have chicken a la king with rice, but it seems they don't. The SANDF rations doesn't have white rice, so I think SANDF is a good alternative. So thanks for watching lunch with me. See you at dinner. Welcome at dinner. We're going to have 300 grams of beef pasta veg, 50 grams of lactose-free nutritional drink, banana, chicken soup, the cheddar cheese for with the pasta, peach energy bar, and 2 gums. I'm going to prepare this. I'll heat this up in hot water. It's got preparation instructions at the back. It expires next year in August. This is good if you prepare it with a bit of hot water first and then put in cold water. It helps the starchiness disappear a bit. And this is just, you prepare the soup just with a cup of hot water. So I'll just prepare everything and then be back. To mix the soup in, I'm going to use a old SADF cup. And I'm going to use my old SADF cutlery. I don't know if they still use the same cutlery. I don't know if they still use the same cutlery. The soup doesn't have a tail notch. This has a chicken soupy smell. You can see there's some vegetables in there. You can see it's just soup powder with some corn in this. The lactose-free drink makes a cup. It also does not have a tail notch. This has got the definitive banana, fake banana smell, of artificial banana smell. As I said, I'm going to mix this with a little bit of hot water and then cold water. I've mixed the drink. I've mixed this lactose-free drink in a bit of hot water and then cold water so that the starchiness disappear a bit. And I've mixed up the soup in hot water. I've heated the beef pasta and veg for about 8 minutes in boiling water. That's what they say to do. You can see it opens very easily. This is quite hot. When I heat it up, I always try to keep the top part or a little bit of the top part clear so that it's not as hot when I try to tear it open. I've decided not to use the tomato sauce with this meal or the salt because it's normally salty enough. It smells tomatoey. You can see there's tomato, there's pasta, there's beef. You can see there's some. The pasta is very soft. You get that slight tomato taste. It does need a bit of extra herbs. I think this needs a bit of rosemary or some Italian herbs. Let's put some cheese on this. The cheese itself tastes like processed cheese and very salty since it's cheddar. I'll just mix this in. I'm just going to let the cheese melt in a bit. Let's check out the banana lactose free drink. Using hot water does tone down the starchiness a bit. You still get that foam on top. It's a bit thick. It tastes like artificial banana in milk. I don't know why they add thickener to this, or starch thickener to this drink. It just gives it a bit of a weird texture. I don't know if they're trying to recreate some nkumas or macho taste, but those are both fermented milk, so I don't know how it works. This is very sweet taste, very banana-y. They could have made this just thicker and make it a dessert. Let's check out the soup. The soup is nice and thick. You smell chickeny soup. You can see there's some vegetables in there, some corn, some green stuff. This tastes chickeny. It's not very salty. It's not overwhelming taste. You taste some onion in there. Slightly chicken, not very salty, which is a good thing. Well, we'll still wait for the cheese to melt. Let's check out the apricot or peach energy bar. It is white. It's got some white chocolate on the outside, some crumbly white on the inside, like all protein bars does. It smells like white chocolate and peach. It tastes like white chocolate and peach. You can see there's a bit of peachy stuff in there. It tastes a bit artificial. It's got that grainy protein taste. It doesn't have that maize taste that some of the other maize bars and stuff has. It's quite sweet. It's just a peach protein bar. Nothing much special. Let's check out the pasta with the cheese. It definitely adds some saltiness to the pasta. The meat is a bit dry. It is real meat though, a real beef. It's not processed beef. The pasta is very soft. You get a slight tomato taste. You get the little cheesy taste of the cheese I put in. But it's still lacking some Italian herbs. All that we have left to taste is the gum. I'm not going to taste it now, but I know how it tastes. It's very strong. It's menthol flavor. It's got a very strong eucalyptusy menthol taste. It's very, very strong. You either like this or really, really hate this. I don't have a problem with it. The only problem is if you eat this for a while, you can't eat anything else because you won't really taste it. It will clear your sinuses though. It's like chewing a holes. So in that case, it's very good. So that was dinner. I like the pasta. It just needs more herbs. The soup is very light, not very flavorful, but it's not a very strong soup. It's just a light chicken soup. The banana lactose free drink is very artificial. Tastes very like artificial banana and milk. The texture is a bit weird, but all of these drinks' texture are weird. The peach energy bar is just a peach energy bar, nothing special about it. And then we have the gum. Thanks for watching SANDF Menu 7 with me, Part 2. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please push that little button there on the right hand side of the screen, the bottom. If you want to donate, please go and buy me some vouchers at MREmountain.com. I will most likely buy some rations from there. My email address is in the About tab of my channel. If you want to do more regular donations, you can go and become a patron on my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy your day. I'll be back with some more Russian reviews.